Topic is towards an optimized blockchain for IoT, and we are a group of two members, myself, Devarshvas, and Shardul Parekh. So, next, here is our abstract. So, basically, the information of IoT, information of the transforming the traditional sector into the smart industry, and that makes data-driven decision. So, main use of IoT is to make the smart things in uh, in every areas. However, inherent characteristic of IoT create a slew of issues, including decentralization, poor interoperability, privacy concerns. So main blockchain use is to uh, convert the centralized data into decentralized. So their blockchain will optimize in IoT. So that's all. The combination of blockchain with IoT is also known as blockchain of things. That when we combine blockchain IoT, that is known as a blockchain of things. Uh, so introduction: blockchain is a peer-to-peer distributed ledger that is open to everyone, and it is a technology behind Bitcoin and a digital asset and a payment system that was first released as an open source software in 2009. And it's a peer-to-peer transaction management system that doesn't need a middleman, and a network of nodes verifies the transaction, which are public distributed ledger known as a blockchain. Okay, IoT solution based on blockchain may be designed to keep a track of a growing number of cryptographically secure data record that are safe from tampering and modification. So basically, uh, IoT solution with blockchain will design to keep track of the growing number of cryptography, which will secure the that are safe from tampering and modification. Okay, while streamlining company operation, it may establish confidence, accountability, and openness. And next, the cost and the unpredictability of functioning edge device or connecting servers can be reduced using blockchain. The uh, the behind IoT, the which cost and cost which are used, that will reduce by using blockchain. The blockchain distributed ledger makes it easier to create cost-effective corporate system in which anything may be monitored and transferred without the need for central control system. In the IoT arena and inside the workplace, the adoption of the emerging innovation is signally enormous promise, and the emergence of blockchain technology opens up possibility for solving the aforementioned IoT issues. The blockchain technology which works on IoT, which will solve the IoT issues. Okay, a blockchain is a basically distributed ledger that spans the whole distributed system. Blockchain can enable a transaction to occur and the validated in mutually disrupted distributed system without the invasion of trusted third party, thanks to their decentralized consciousness. Okay. Now, when we combine the blockchain and IoT, that's called the convergence of blockchain IoT. So let's start. The variety of IoT system, poor interoperability, resource restriction of IoT devices, and privacy and security vulnerabilities are just few issues that IoT system face. So these are the IoT system problems, which are poor interoperability, resource restriction, etc. With better interoperability, privacy, and security, blockchain technology can be useful addition to IoT system. So to resolve this problem, all the blockchain will resolve their problem in IoT system. So furthermore, blockchain can improve the scalability and the stability of IoT system, and it can also improve the scalability and stability of IoT system. So we call this type of blockchain IoT connection Bcode, and there behind the name is there, so that's called Bcode. In comparison to existing IoT system, Bcode provides the following possible benefits. So these are the listed possible benefits behind Bcode, and that are improved IoT system compatibility and IoT system security has improved. So that's all. Now my friend Shardul will continue.
Is Shardul Parekh, and I will be covering from the convergence of blockchain and IoT. IoT data traceability and reliability anywhere and at any moment. Blockchain data may be recognized and validated. So basically, it can be traceable and recognized from the anywhere. In the meanwhile, all the past transactions contained in blockchain may be traced. For example, build a blockchain-based product traceability system that provides traceable service to supplier and merchant. So it would be helpful for tracing the data which is being used by a blockchain-based product. The quality and the authenticity of the item may be checked and validated in this way. Furthermore, because it is practically difficult to modify or falsify any transaction content in blockchains, the immutability of the blockchain ensures the veracity of IoT data. Interactions between IoT systems that are autonomous. IoT devices or a subsystem can automatically interact with each other thanks to the blockchain technology. Basically, it tells that interaction between IoT and the autonomous devices has become more useful and advanced. Advocates the basically advocates, for example, the advocate uses the distributed autonomous corporations to automate transactions in which conventional responsibilities such as governments or enterprise are not engaged. Because smart contracts are used to build DSs, they may function without human intervention, saving time and money. Basically, it provides a high level security, so the no third person can be accessing it. Uh, So the next slide is possible targets for a blockchain and IoT pairing. Uh, the mainly three possible targets are smart appliances, connected vehicles, and supply chain sensors. Smart appliances contains example of refrigerator with the nowadays touchscreen refrigerator with the screens in it. The connected vehicles with Bluetooth running four wheelers which have various possible blockchain and IoT pairing techniques to be used, and supply chain sensors for throughput of supply chain. The blockchain challenge is in IoT. So basically, the blockchain is resource consuming, whereas the IoT is resource constrained device. Uh, the blockchain is a means basically the blockchain mining is time consuming, and the demands in IoT is low latency. The blockchains is poorly with the network side, and IoT has a very large scale over it. The blockchain is inefficient, and it is having a limited bandwidth and energy resource in IoT. So here is optimizing the blockchain for IoT. Hierarchical structures tells that private centralized blockchain at local level, then it connects with the public distributed blockchain at overlay, and at last cluster overlay topology limited those process blockchain. So basically here it shows by the figure the hierarchical structure. Basically cluster heads are connected to the particular their overlay nodes, and all overlay nodes are divided into their home devices. The blockchain in IoT. It shows the example for blockchain in IoT. The examples basically are camera and security, the connected devices, retail industry, smart lighting, smart devices, and many more. So benefits for blockchain in IoT are build trust, reduce cost, and accelerate transaction. The build trust consists between uh, consists that the it is having a trust between parties and devices, and reduces the risk of collision and tampering. It reduces cost by removing overhead associated with middlemen and intermediates, accelerate transactions, reduce sentiment and time for days and near instantaneous. So the conclusion of our slide is
So the main conclusion behind a blockchain in IoT is that it tremendously great in the digital revolution age. So IoT is very great in today's digital area. So the primary IoT concerns such as scalability and security that occur owing the centralized design of IoT may be addressed utilizing the blockchain has a centralized decentralized architecture. So the problem represented by the IoT centralized paradigm, which will uh, resolved by blockchain heterogeneity, poor interoperability, resource constraint, privacy and security vulnerability. The recent appearance of blockchain technology essentially offers a solution to the issues with the enhanced interoperability, privacy, security, and traceability and reliability. So that's all. References are the some references which we have used and which are listed here. Thank you, sir.
thank you.